Yo, what's up, Chiggles and Bloxburgians? Today we're going to be talking about how you can get your skills up very fast. Now, I have max cooking and I've been doing some real grinding on the other skills. Now, I'm going to be sharing you some tips that I found by myself and some tips that I found online to help you through this journey. And this level 10 cooking I got in the last 5 days and I barely played. So listen into the video to find these amazing tips. The first skill that we will be looking at is the athletic skill. Now I'm level 13, 73%, but I've learned some tips which I know could get me here by even next week. Now the best tips are to use the treadmill and the punching bags, as these give you the most points per second. Now you can use any of these treadmills, I believe. I don't think you have to use the advanced ones, but I'm not quite sure on that, so you can use them just in case. The boxing bag does the same, so I wouldn't recommend using any other type of athletic training gear like, weights and yoga. I wouldn't recommend that. And once you've got to a level 11, you'll get the nutrition bar. And you want to go over to your fridge or this guy over here and buy it. Because if you buy this, you then get a bonus in XP per second, making your athletic skill go up at about 20% quicker, I believe. Now, when you get to level, I think it's 21, you get this protein powder. Now, this protein powder is way better, and you level up so quick once you've got it. It's kind of amazing. Now, the skills do get difficult as you go, but with the protein powder, it's very easy. Another quick free tip that I'll give you is to always have your moods at the top. Now, clearly I don't, but if you have a lot of Bloxburg, you can just buy 25, boost your moods up. But the easiest way to do that is just to go home, because then you're not wasting your weekly streak Bloxburg. Because if you didn't know, you can get 25 Bloxburg for having a 5 days straight in Bloxburg. If you want to know other ways to get free Bloxburg, I made a video recently on that, and that will be at the end of this video. So make sure you go watch that after if you want some more Bloxburg for completely free. But let's go on to our next skill, which is music. So I've heard a lot of you also want to get your music up, because that's one of the unique skills that not a lot of people do. Now, the best way to do this is to be AFK. But what instrument should I use, you say? Well, the best one to use is by far this piano here, so don't worry about the other stuff like drums and guitars. Go onto the fine piano, because that is the best. It's at a price of 4,000, but if you want to level up quick, this is by far the best way. There are no real ways to level up super fast. I hope they change that in the future, because I think they could make it more immersive, and they could do stuff like for piano you have to push key A, key F, key G to do a song, something like that. You kind of learn piano, and it just makes it more of an experience. But let's go on to the next skill before we get too bored. So let's go on to gaming, so we get a little excited. Now for the next one, we're going to do 3 skills at once, which will be the intelligence skill, the writing skill, and the gaming skill. Now these are all super simple, like the music skill. They don't have any things you have to do, like they're not really interactive like the cooking or the gym, which is slightly interactive. So for the gaming, all you need to do is play any game that you want. Doesn't matter what laptop you are on, just play a game and go AFK. Now the best way to get up your reading and intelligence is if you go write a book, you get your writing and your intelligence up at the very same time, which is amazing. So you don't have to do these separately, you can do them at the same time. Let's go on to our next skill, which is one of the most favorites, cooking. Now we're gonna go on to cooking, and that's probably the reason why you're here at this video. Now the best way to do cooking is to go into skills, go cooking, and start by checking what foods you have. Now I am level 10, so I have the best food in the game. Now you don't need really good appliances for this. You need, to be honest, get the bad appliances. Now you just want to go take ingredients, and I personally get the highest level thing which cooks like in an oven, which for me is turkey. So I would make a bunch of turkeys, put them in this oven, and then I can bake multiple at once. But there is an AFK version to get cooking up. If you go over here, buy the baby cooking set, as you can see, you can do it as an adult, you get cooking, and then if you turn on the TV, switch the channel to cooking, watch this, you also get more cooking experience and intelligence, which is a double down. You get 2 and you're doing absolutely nothing. Now I would still recommend to do the intelligence with the writing, because the cooking skill, doing it this way, takes a lot longer and it's less efficient than actually cooking, because of course this is kids' kitchenware, so you won't be getting the highest level possible compared to cooking real meals. But let's go on to some of the other small little ones. Now the next skill, which isn't really small, which is gardening, which you need if you want to get some really advanced landscaping. This is what you need to do to get the highest level. I recommend doing a 3x3 grid. This is the best way to do it. I personally don't do that much gardening in the game, but I've watched tons of YouTube videos and this is how they say to do it. So you want to make that grid 3x3, so you should have 9 planters in total. Now you just want to scroll down and get to your highest plant. This is the quickest way to do it, and you just want to grow every single one, and you need to go AFK until they fully grow. Now what you want to do after that is sell them and repeat the process until you're at level 10. Now each time you'll get a better plant, so remember to plant the best plant possible for the best results. But if you found this video helpful, remember to like and subscribe. I also have a Roblox group you can join, and there you can buy merchandise, you can join my private server, and you can do a lot more cool things, and I might even hold special events for you guys right there. So go join it. No Robux involved, completely free. You do not have to buy merchandise. It just helps me as a content creator. So Chigs out.